Hello everyone, my name is Leanna and welcome with Learning with Lee. We're going to do a meal prep today, and today's meal prep is going to be quiche. Quiche, if you don't know what it is almost like an egg pie, and you can spice it up, do different things in different ways. It doesn't have to be a morning quiche, and the quiche is not always healthy, but we're going to make this one healthy today because I'm on a weight loss journey, and that's part of what I do. However, if you're not and you want to add more decadent ingredients, feel free to. So today, the ingredients that we're going to use for our quiche is going to be egg whites, whole eggs, spinach, mushrooms. We're going to use some fresh salsa, cheese. This cheese is fat-free cheese, and again, if you're not on your weight loss journey and you want to use a different type of cheese, feel free to use whatever cheese you want. We're going to use a couple of seasonings, onion powder, garlic powder, and some McCormick's veggie seasoning. And the reason why I'm doing the veggie seasoning is because it has the sodium in it. I don't really cook with salt. Again, just on the journey that I'm on, I don't really cook with salt. This has a little bit of sodium in it, a little bit of salt in it. So this is what I'm going to use in replacing of full-blown salt. The salsa that we're using today is not the peso stuff out of the can and things of that nature. We're going to actually use this. You can find these types of salsas is like the fresh mix. You can find these in your produce section. It'll be over near where your veggies are. Just look along that wall. And the reason why I say go with this one is because this one is only 10 calories per serving, and you're getting nothing in there except for your chopped up veggies. You're not getting any extra sugars, you're not getting any extra salt or any of that type of stuff. You're just getting the chopped up version. It makes your life easier. You don't have to do it yourself. Alright, this whole meal by the way is going to be under 300 calories for the entire thing. And like I said, if you wanted to use different ingredients, you could, and you change it out how you would like to. So we're gonna do 7 whole eggs. Cracking the eggs right into the pan. I'm using an aluminum pan. If you want to use any type of ceramic dish that you have or want, feel free to. I'm not about dishes life either, so we're gonna use a tin, and we already sprayed it down with some Pam, some olive oil. However you want to do it, it's up to you what you want to grease your pan with. And I'm cracking it right into the pan to save again on dishes and time. And I'm gonna whisk it up right in here. Break all the yolks up. That's done. For the next portion, we're gonna actually move to the stove. Alright, so we moved everything over to the stove top, and we're gonna toss in our, again, Pam, olive oil, however you want to grease your pan. We're gonna go right in with the mushrooms. You use any mushrooms that you have available that you want, shiitake, white, button, portobello, whatever mushroom that you like and prefer. And I'm just gonna give it a second, let it brown. Leave it alone. Let all the natural juices come out of the mushrooms. That's gonna add its own natural seasoning, a really robust flavor to your quiche. Alright, right now I have the pan on medium-high heat, and I'm noticing the bottom is running out of oil a little bit. So I'm just gonna come in here with, again, a veggie spray and hitting the pan, making sure that the mushrooms don't burn. I've dropped my heat down to a medium setting, and I'm going to continue to let the mushrooms go. Now, I could avoid this altogether if I simply put a lid on it and let the mushrooms extract a lot of the water that's built in mushrooms. But because I already have a lot of liquid coming from the salsa, I don't want to add any more unnecessary liquid to the quiche. So now that the mushrooms are how I like it, where I want them, again, you cook it to the consistency of which you like. I'm just going to throw the spinach right in on top. I'm not even going to attempt to try to turn this right now, because why frustrate my life when I could just wait for it to wilt down and make it easier. Put the lid on, let that go for another 2 minutes. Then I'm going to go in, flip everything over, let it go for another minute, and then I'm going to stop it and add it to our quiche. Alright, we're back in here. It's melted, it's wilted down. We're going to go ahead and just give it a quick toss, turn it over, get the mushrooms off of the bottom, and continue to let it wilt. It's been about 2 minutes for the first side, and we're gonna let this go just another 2 minutes. We'll do it. Cover that up. We have it on a medium-high heat first, just for the mushrooms. We let the mushrooms go for about 3 minutes. We let the first initial wilting of the spinach go for 2. Take the lid off. Go ahead and turn over the spinach, and we're gonna let this go for another 2 on medium-high heat. And while this is going, I'm gonna switch over here to the counter, to the sink, and wash up these little bit of dishes that I have, and sit it over here with the clean dishes on this side. Alright, so we turn it back to the stove. Get this. Woo! You smell that? You can't smell that. Alright, so, oh my gosh, just come here. Look at all the juice. Again, once you cover it up, this stuff comes out. Everything's perfectly wilted down. We're gonna go ahead and kill the heat. We're gonna take it over to the other side. It's time to assemble this bad boy. Oh, let's go. Okay, so we're gonna layer this right on top of the eggs that we already have in the pan. And I've measured this out already. So I'm using all of this that I have in this pot. However, if you don't have it measured out, or even if you do and you look and you say, oh, that's too much spinach or that's too much, you can definitely simply not add in as much as you want. The rest, you can use it as a side to something that you already have prepared. You can even use this as putting it over top of any type of, if you wanted fresh eggs that day and you didn't want something that you had already meal prepped, this is just a different way to jazz up any other type of dish that you have. Alright, so this is the last scoop. We'll get this out of the way. Alright, we're coming down the stretch. All we're doing is adding in the last of what we have. So the spinach and mushrooms are in. And so now I'm going to add a seasoning layer right over the top. And I'm not going too heavy here. Boom. Just like that. That's all done. The egg whites, we're not going to do the egg whites yet because I'm jumping ahead of myself. We're going to go with the salsa. Salsa goes in. And again, just like everything else, you're going to just zhush it. Bam. I need a code word, like a bam or something like that. Hey, let me know in the comment section below if we need a bam or a wowie. So we need something. We need a tagline. I need one. Hit me up. So, boom, that's done. I'm not gonna add any more seasoning just yet. I'm gonna add the cheese. Then I'm gonna add my egg whites, and then we're almost done. So the cheese go in. And again, I've already measured all this out to how much you're gonna need for the whole thing. egg white cartons. We're gonna go with the cartons again. I'm not gonna put it in another bowl and dirty things. I've shaken all of these, so these are measured out. So how we're doing this is I'm using 1 whole egg to 5 egg whites, and that's a complete protein. That's gonna give you 20 grams of protein per serving. And the reason why I only did 1 egg, whole egg, number one, it gives you that satiation flavor, like while I'm eating eggs. On top of it does give you your healthy fat. But if you start adding too many eggs in, you're gonna send the calorie count right up. So for each egg white that you have, you're only getting 25 calories. For every egg that you have, whole egg, you got 70. So we just cut our calories in half by supplementing with egg whites, and you still get the taste of whole eggs when you get that 1 egg in there. So when it cooks up, everything blends together and get all nice, and you still get the satisfaction of having egg without all of the extra calories. And this last carton that I just shook up, I'm not gonna use the whole thing. I only need 3 servings out of here. I'm eyeballing this. Of course, you can, measure this stuff out. I do this so often, I just know. I can tell by the weight of the carton. I can tell by how much I'm putting this out. We're gonna season the top. And there's no need to start mixing and moving and turning. There's no need for that. It's gonna work itself out in the oven. Hey, but if it makes you feel like a chef, if that's what you need in your life, by all means, go ahead, shake that thing, because it's yours. You know what I'm saying? You do what you want with your food, play with it, have fun. That's, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, having fun, testing, trying things out, and making it yours, owning it. That's what it is. So, bam! I just don't know about the bam. Y'all let me know. We're gonna move this over to a 375 degree oven, which we already had preheated before we started. So I know I probably didn't say it in the beginning, but before you even start prepping anything else, go ahead and turn your oven on 375 degrees. This should take you about 30 minutes depending on where you're at, your temperature, elevation levels, and all that good stuff. I see you in 30. Alright, so we're gonna give it a check. And as you can see, this is what you're looking for, but we're definitely gonna let this go just a few more minutes, because when you press down, it's just a little jiggly in the middle. But as it starts to pull away from the sides, then you know you're coming into the home stretch. We're just waiting for this area on the back side to start pulling away from the edge of the pan. And then we'll go ahead and split it up and serve it up. Alright. Alright, so 30 minutes is up. Quiche is out of the oven. And as I was saying before, all edges are pulled away from the sides. That's one of the important reasons why you want to go ahead and make sure that your pan is properly greased. This way it's not going to stick to the side, and it's giving you a clear indicator as to when it's done. Also, if you're not certain or not sure, just like I did earlier, get your spatula and just pat down on the top. Now you see this is firm. There's no jiggly spots. The spatula is not going down into the quiche anywhere. It's set, it's done, and it smells delicious. So we're gonna get a couple of shots, show you, and we'll be right back. Alright, we're back, done taking pictures, making it all beautify. Instagram, because if you don't post it on the gram, it didn't happen. So, I've already cut all of the slices up. Everything's already cut up. And I've made large pieces. So it's gonna give us about 8 servings instead of 7. But again, you know your appetite better than I do. So if it's too large, you can make them smaller. If it's not big enough, you can definitely make larger slices if you like. You can have it snack size. You can have, however you want to put this together. Again, this is for you. This is your journey. This is your meal prep. So you'll do it your way. All in, we're at $24 for the entire container. And after splitting it up into about 8 meals, you're around $350, $360 for the entire, for each day. You only spend about $3. 1 meal, You can't beat that. That's better than going out fast food ordering anything. So we're gonna go ahead and get them into our containers, and we're done. That's it. Just like that, it's easy, but I'll show you once we get everything packaged up. Alright, we're all done. Got everything in the milk containers. We're ready for the week. All you need at this point are your lids and your appetite. The reason why we're not putting our lids on just yet is because these are still very hot, and if you put your lids on while your food is hot, you're gonna get a lot more condensation and make your food that much more soggy. So you wanna make sure your food is room temperature and cool before you add your lids and put them in the fridge. And with that, I want to thank you once again for coming back, sitting and enjoying another session of Learning with Lee.